First start in the 981 Porsche Boxster GTS in 3, 2, 1. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So earlier today I had the realization that Christian and I haven't uploaded a new car reveal video in like 10 videos, and that is simply unacceptable. With JR Garage, every few uploads we tend to be buying a new car. So I am racing over to the hangar because our latest project just got dropped off the other day, and I figured it'd be a perfect opportunity to reveal it to you guys. Unfortunately, Christian's out of town. He's back on the East Coast, and then he's going to Fully Charged Live over in California. So I'm here all alone. I figured, you know what? I can't hold it any longer. I gotta share with you guys the new car. A car that I've been searching for honestly months, more than that, years. I'm sure you can already tell by the title and thumbnail, but we've had really good luck with Porsche Boxsters. You guys remember the yellow budget Boxster that we ultimately gave away? That was such a fun car. And then of course the 1999 Arena Red Boxster that we just picked up, huge score on that one. So building off that love for the Porsche Boxster platform, we really wanted to kick it up a notch, and that would be with the 981 generation car. So I'm pleased to announce we did indeed buy a 981 Porsche, but not just any 981, not the base car, not the S, but the rare, desirable Porsche Boxster GTS. So this comes with all the goodies: more power, beautiful interior sport seats, two-tone Alcantara, factory sport chrono, launch control, sport plus, Porsche sport exhaust. It has all the goodies, and it comes in at an extremely low price. You guys know us, we're only buying a car when it's a good deal, and I'm sure you're wondering what we paid, right? This car is probably worth like $70,000 to $75,000 in no accident, clean title condition. This one obviously has some front right damage. We'll see the extent of that in just a second here, but we paid, get this, about 27 grand for the car, which I think is a great spot that we can't lose at so long as everything is okay with the car. All right, I'll show you this new Porsche Boxster. It's over there in the corner of the hangar. Got the Aston Martin right there. Oops, I don't think you guys know about that one, but everybody likes an old Mercedes, the FF. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of new cars here that I have to be careful not really to show, but this is the latest one. Here she is. How about it? I know it looks dirty. That's because it was sitting out the lot. Of course, they're always dirty, but what I was noticing under the light, here's a really good thing about this car. See those little lines next to the paint? Those are clear bra lines. So not only is this full front end PPF'd, but the entire car has full clear bra PPF, see? So the full car, I mean, that is expensive. Check out this interior. Do I have enough room over there? Oh yeah, with the GTS, you also get, I'll go over all this stuff, but you get the different front bumper, you get these different rear taillights. They're like kind of blacked out and smoked. Probably also get cooler wheels. These are the Carrera Sport Classic wheels. And then check this out, you get the blacked out Porsche Sport Exhaust PSE with the valves. It sounds insane. Roll the clip. So of course that's not this car, but this car will be making those noises soon. Here you go, let me take you on the inside. Whoever had this car before, I think it was like a 1 or 2 owner car. I mean, they just took amazing care of it. There's the exhaust button. I love the feedback when you click these buttons. Such a small thing, but oh, they just feel it and sound so good. Oh yeah, mileage, I'm sure you're wondering that. So we paid 27 grand for the car, and it's got 27,000 miles, which is quite low. So that's really good. It does have the 7-speed dual clutch PDK, which honestly, I'm kind of hyped about. Everyone else would be like, oh, it's not a manual. Okay, boo-hoo. We have manuals in all of our other cars. I've never owned a PDK, and I really want to see what the hype is about. With the Porsche Sport Exhaust having perfect rev match downshifts, and getting those burbles, I think would be so cool. It does have the upgraded steering wheel, the ones with paddle shifters. Believe it or not, the base wheel doesn't have any paddle shifters. It has the dumb like rocker shift things. It looks terrible and it's absolutely whack. Anyway, let's show you the damage. Well, actually we could start it up as well. Gotta make sure it runs. It was a whole process getting this car off the transport, I'm telling you. Big thanks to AZ Cycle Parts, because this car showed up. We underestimated the damage on this front right corner because it most certainly could not be pushed. He had to then go over to Market AZ Cycle Parts to have them use their forklift to get it off the transport truck to then get it onto our trailer. I'll show you the clip of us taking off the damaged wheel for the first time, finagling that off, seeing the damage. So check it out, roll the clips.
Flashback.
Yes. Holy crap. At least now we can see what's going on in here. All right.
right, everybody, we got to cut this into the vlog because we need our trailer and it still doesn't have that wheel or any of the parts. We haven't done anything to fix it yet. We're going to try a floor jack rolling off of this beautiful lay on the ground trailer, which is just another added benefit when you only have a 3-wheeled car. We'll see how it goes. Jeffrey, let off the brakes. Go a couple inches. And stop. Okay. Well, we're probably gonna get right to it anyway. The parts should be here in about a week or two.
End of flashback.
For this video, I want to show you the damage, lay out all the parts, and show you our plan of attack to get this thing fixed on a budget for literally like less than half the price of a perfectly good car. That's the goal, to be in it less than half of what a clean car with no damage would have cost you. Okay, to make some room, Ducati's got to be backed out, so I have plenty of space to open up all the packages. Oh, heck yeah! She's alive. Oh my goodness, $11.99 Panigale. Hit us up if you want to buy it. Gosh, that's such a loud idle. But yeah, hit us up if you want to buy it. Super clean, 5,000 miles, clean title. Somebody ought to get this thing. Now, before we take a closer look at the damage and unbox all of these parts that we bought off eBay Motors to rebuild this car, we have to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of today's video. You guessed it, eBay Motors. eBay Motors is the one-stop shop for all your upcoming car needs. They have an extremely wide-ranging inventory of over 122 million parts, 5 million wheels, and countless unique parts for restorations or rebuilds, engines, seats, suspension upgrades, tires, wheels, brakes, everything you can imagine. Literally every single part that we need to rebuild this Porsche Boxster, we got off eBay Motors. And best of all, I saved thousands of dollars buying these parts on eBay Motors rather than brand new from the dealership. This GTS front bumper is unique to this car. It's not shared with the S or the base model, so this bumper was extremely hard to find. But guess what? eBay Motors had 2 of them, this one being only $500. So I saved a ton of money, I saved a ton of time. Imagine having to get these parts from Germany, that would have been a pain in the butt. So having them all shipped from local US sellers was huge, and now we have all the parts ready to get this thing back on the road. And another thing I love about shopping on eBay Motors is a lot of the parts come with return policies, so you have the peace of mind when shopping, and they also have a function called My Garage, which allows you to search every single part that fits your car all at once. Be sure to check out what parts you can find for your vehicle's next service or modification by browsing eBay Motors using my special link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get back to the rebuild. Okay, so let's take a look at this damage. I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened. If you happen to be the previous owner of this car and know what happened, hit us up. That's always helpful. But basically, with the wheel that smashed up, he obviously impacted something really, really hard. But then again, the body doesn't look that bad. So the only damage we have up here is obviously a scraped up bumper. It looks like an animal just took a bite right out of it, basically. That's why we had to buy the new bumper. And on the topic of the bumper, I completely forgot that the GTS has a unique front bumper. All of this is unique to the GTS. It has a third radiator right there in the middle, so it has this cutout, which the S and base cars do not have. I'm really lucky that all these grills, which are unique to the GTS, are in good shape, because these would be really hard to find. So all of this looks good. I mean, it's a little scraped up right here, but we could probably just sand this down and be good to go. It's really not that bad. Other cosmetic damage, the hood is good, the headlight is good, but this fender got a little tweaked in the accident. You see why it's not aligning, it got bent outwards. So probably gonna need a new fender. This is the same between all Boxsters, so this is gonna be a cheap part. Still have to buy this and the rocker panel here, side skirt, and then the radiator, but those are the last parts. Everything else is right here. So these can go on last anyway. I don't really care about the side skirt right now. All the body frame stuff looks really good, actually. Just the tiniest little dent right here on this piece that the rocker panel goes up into. But other than that, everything else looks really, really nice. Could have been better, but it could have been worse. Again, we bought this sight unseen at auction. We just had the auction pictures to go off of. And honestly, it kind of looked like the Aston Martin. You guys remember that car turned out to only be a lower control arm. It fixed that whole car. Whereas this one looked about the same. So I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna do it again. It's just gonna be a lower control arm, right? Not so fast. Quite a few pieces are messed up. So let's go over some more. So obviously, radiator up here, it is completely bent up. Cooling fan, obviously broken. So we're gonna need this whole new assembly. This is shared with a Boxster S and a base Boxster, I think, so should be pretty easy to find one. But moving up from there, we can see that the headlight mounting bracket, all that is in really good shape. Again, I think we got lucky that all of this is really nicely intact, especially the strut. I thought for sure the strut, spring, and knuckle would have been toast, but look, it is all in really good condition. So dodged a huge bullet on that one, and the caliper all appear to be in good condition. I thought for sure we'd have to buy those 3 items, but now that saved about $1,000 it would have cost for those 3 units that we don't have to buy anymore, so that's good. Unfortunately, the rotor did not survive. If you guys can see right there, it has a chunk missing out of it, so must have clipped something in the accident. But I'm really lucky that this car is not equipped with carbon ceramic brakes, because that would have cost us like 2,000 bucks for that rotor. Instead, we can just get a set of the steel rotors, which are actually really cheap. Anything else? Let's see. So obviously, lower control arm, it just cracked right across. Man, what is with us in lower control arms? The Murcielago lower control arm snapped just like that. Aston Martin Virage, same thing, just cracked right off. They must be made out of some like cast material that isn't as strong, because these things seem to be the first things to go in accidents. And same thing right here with the wishbone control arm. We follow that back and bam, it just sheared right off, cracked right in half at the mounting point up here. So those 2 items are obviously toast. And as you can see right here with the tie rod, this is not supposed to be bent like that. It's supposed to be completely straight. So we bought an inner and outer tie rod as well. So pretty wild to see all the carnage, but it doesn't look too bad actually. The front lower subframe actually still looks intact, which is good. That I was worried was gonna be busted up too, but it's actually pretty good under there. So really, all in all, not too bad at all. Also, windshield's cracked. Forgot about that. That sucked. I didn't see that in the pictures, so that's probably gonna be $1,000 bucks. But I think we can get away with the goal of being in this car half of what it would be worth without the accident. Again, about 75 grand it'd be worth without the accident. 37,500 is the target to be under. Oh, we're gonna be way under that. I mean, we're in these parts like 2,000 bucks or less, plus fees and stuff. We're gonna be in like the low 30s. This is gonna be a huge score, I think. Bam, and there you guys have it. Take a look, all the parts laid out. The bumper is actually in much better condition than I was expecting. I mean, for like 500 bucks, are you kidding me? This is a 2-year only GTS design specific. I mean, they could have charged me up the wazoo if they wanted to, but no, they charged me like the price of a normal one. I just saw it on eBay and clicked buy it now so fast when I saw it. And best of all, it's already painted white. So we could, in theory, just throw it right on. And also, look at this, what a surprise. I didn't even realize it came with that black lip that I was talking about. So our original one, like I said, is kind of all chewed up and stuff. Oh, I didn't even see the, oh, yikes, the bottom's really gnarly. So the fact that it comes with that is huge. So now we can swap this on and it looks like nothing ever happened up front. So great purchase on eBay Motors, got really lucky. Speaking of great purchases and getting lucky, this wheel, oh my goodness. So this was really difficult to find. A few people had sets for sale for like 4,000 bucks. Obviously I don't want a set. All the other wheels are in good shape. I just want one. And luckily I found one. I don't even want to know what Porsche would charge brand new for this wheel, probably a small fortune. So to get it used, lightly used, but all in really good condition, in the same color with the polished machine face and the kind of gray gunmetal background. So it's perfect. We got it and we threw it right on to this Pirelli P0 235 3520 that we got off eBay Motors as well for only like 90 bucks. It's slightly used, but that's what we wanted, so that it matches the tread depth of the other P0s all the way around, so we have a matching set. So that'll go on easy peasy. And the other finesse with the brakes here, like I promised to share with you, right here we have 2 new rotors, left and right, 2 boxes. And as you can see, they have a few marks around the lug nut holes, and you're probably wondering how are those new if they have some wear on them. Well, get this, the description said that they mounted them onto the car, but the owner decided to go a different route. I don't know what that means. Maybe some other brake, some other manufacturer, some lightweight track rotor, something. Who knows? But these are the real deal OEM. They're stamped Porsche. These new from Porsche would probably be like, I don't know, 200, 250 bucks. each. Both our shrewd negotiating, we got these off eBay for a total of $120, 60 bucks each. So how about that? For being brand new and the upgraded GTS size, I think that was a smoking deal. And then next we have that lower control arm that completely snapped on our car. Here's a good used one. It was only like 50 bucks. Here's the tow arm bar. This is like 20 bucks, super cheap. Ours looks decent, but at 20 bucks, why not just replace it while you're in there? And then finishing off with those brakes, we went out on eBay Motors to get new brake pads all the way around. These brake pads are probably at like 15 to 20% life left. And then these are, wait, these are something else because this package has the brake pad wear sensors. This, I don't even know what these are. Christian probably bought these. Christian bought some of these parts, I bought some of these parts. He also bought this. It's the TPS module for this side. It hangs out right up there. It got smashed in the accident, so that was super cheap as well. Oh, would you look at that? It looks like this is straight out of the Volkswagen parts bin. Then again, knowing Christian, he probably found that part number to match with like a Volkswagen Golf, and that's probably straight off of Volkswagen, who knows. And then these fender liners, front and rear, these were, again, like 50 bucks each. Super cheap because ours got, oh, that one's not even there anymore. And the rear one got smashed up. It's over there somewhere. So anyway, those were cheap. We really finessed. I mean, these parts would have cost a small fortune from the dealer or an insurance company to quote out. But us, we finesse on the interwebs and get everything for like maybe 20 cents on the dollar. And that is our advantage with doing these rebuilds and why they make sense. You guys got to keep in mind, when this guy in Beverly Hills, I think that's where he was from, crashes this car, it goes to a body shop and they start quoting out all the damages, calling up Porsche and getting all these brand new parts prices. So a new bumper is probably thousands of dollars, a new wheel, probably a couple $1,000, you know, new brakes, all these things. They probably quoted for the, you know, caliper, even though it's just got a few scratches. And then you got to keep in mind putting the client into a rental car and the storage fees and all the other things that go, the towing fees, just everything that comes with an accident. Like the insurance companies just start stacking all these numbers together. And then at a certain point, if it gets high enough, they just say, to heck with it, send the car to auction, we're gonna total it and write you a check. Even though a lot of these cars shouldn't be totaled, you guys have seen on our channel numerous times cars that are like, what the heck, why did this get totaled? Like stuff that's so dumb and small. There's a multitude of different reasons why these cars can get sent to salvage auction for seemingly small damages, but those are the cars we specifically look for at auction. You guys have seen us do it countless times, and this one I think is gonna be another one of those cases where it's like pretty minor damage and the parts were easy enough to get on eBay. Will it all go back together nicely? I don't know. You guys are gonna have to wait till next video to see us wrenching on this thing, getting all these new parts back on the car. But while Christian was gone, I wanted to quickly introduce this car to you. I hope you guys like it. Oh geez, we need to start it. We need to start it, how could I forget? Oh baby, we got the 3.4 liter flat six making 330 horsepower. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when the car weighs like 3,000 pounds, that'll most certainly move. And heck, I don't want something with 500 horsepower. I really want to just hear the beautiful exhaust note and not be to jail speeds within like 3 seconds. So, all right, let's see if the battery's good enough to fire this thing up. I'm just gonna turn it on for a second. I don't know how much fluid it's got in it and stuff, but info, car, it's just so responsive. Like look, right when you click something, it immediately goes. I love the layout. First start in the 981 Porsche Boxster GTS in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, look at that, starts right up. No check engine lights, no warning lights. Besides low coolant, but that's obvious, and a low tire. Yeah, no duh, the module got busted. Okay, let's give it one small rev. Oh, we gotta turn on Sport Plus with the exhaust. There we go, it's on. Maybe a small rev. Okay, that's probably good. All right, there you have it. It runs well. Gosh, I love this car. It's just such good condition in here. So when Christian inevitably asked me if I made any progress on the Porsche rebuild, I will happily report back yes, because this Porsche center cap came off the old wheel, and that is something I know how to do. Okay, so let's look for the valve stem right here. You gotta match that up with the bottom of the crest. That's proper Porsche procedure. There, should work. Bam, progress. The rebuild has officially begun. So stay tuned for next video, putting all these parts on that car, and hopefully it'll be driving by the end of next video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. Hey, come on, I'm talking here. Every few minutes. Dang, that's a Gulf Stream, holy crap. Bam. One day, I promise you guys, I think within a year, we will have a private jet, okay? Mark my words, within a year from today, I think chances are high that we will have our own private jet. I actually bid on 3 of them. I'm telling you guys, we are not messing around. Last week, I was bidding on 3 private jets. I was backup bidder on 2 of them. I nearly won 2 of them. Just a couple $1,000 was all the difference it made between us winning it and not winning it. But I promise you our time will come on a private jet. So be patient. You guys rock. Thanks so much for the support over the years. And I hope you guys like the new rebuild. This will be a fun one once it's back on the road. All right, stay tuned. See you guys.